Part one of things that made me revert to Islam. I was going away with some friends, and the guy that was driving the car was playing this song, and I thought it was an Arabic song, and I was just like, this is beautiful. I've always loved music in another language, and anyway, and he was playing the song, and I was like, wow, what song is this? And he said it's called Allahumma. And I was like, oh, okay, like that's such a nice song. Still didn't click to me, but it was such a nice song. And he was like, yeah, it's a Muslim song. And I was like, oh, okay, like sounds beautiful. And then on the way back home, he played it a third time, and do not ask me why or how, but I was able to sing it like from start to finish. There was maybe one word throughout the whole, I think it goes for like a minute or two. There was only one word that I kind of stumbled on, but the rest of it I was able to like speak as if I had spoken Arabic. And I just remember thinking to myself, I've never spoken Arabic in my life. And just thinking, like, how was I able to do that? Like, what's going on there? And anyway, he looked at me in just shock and awe, and I didn't realize it at the time and what any of this meant. And I just remember his face, and now I know what it was. He had Noor on his face, like he was just so happy to see someone sing that song. And then I looked up what it meant in English because I had no idea what I was singing and what I was saying. And it was talking about one God. But I did not realize that was Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala putting his hand on me going, I'm going to do something incredible with this woman and I'm going to make her come back home. So it's pretty awesome. Part two of my Muslim revert journey. So by now you know that I listened to this song and I had this experience in the car. Just for a little bit of background, I grew up in a Christian home, and I had been going to church like every Sunday since I was like a little kid, like since I could remember. And then we'd go to like youth groups on Friday nights, and I went to Christian schools, private Christian schools, and we would have assemblies on Mondays and more worship, and like that's just how I grew up. And I had been through some interesting trauma, not due to Christianity. I actually had a somewhat good experience with Christianity personally. I know people have religious trauma, but for me, I didn't have that. And what it was for me is I finished high school and just something about it wasn't resonating anymore. And I do feel like we were mainly doing it because it was something that my mum loved, and my mum is still like a Christian now. So it was something that like the family would do, but it was more so like something that my mum really truly believed in. And I just remember like around the time when this happened, I had strayed away, and I just knew I needed to get healing done. And I was like, okay, like I need to work on myself. Like I don't want to feel like this for the rest of my life. And that's what led me actually into some more new age approaches. I was in a period of my life where I had tried everything, and I tried many different approaches to heal, down to just your normal therapy sessions. And I was just at a point in my life where I was like, right, like there's got to be more, because I'm in these religious groups, like even in the breathwork groups, I would be in these groups, and it was just like, no, yeah, it would just wasn't quite hitting the mark for me personally. And I just remember when this happened, I was like, that's interesting, because at the time I was going back to church and I was actually like, yeah, no, this still isn't resonating. As much as I enjoyed it and I still respect people in that belief, it just wasn't for me, is basically what I'm getting at. It was not for me. And so I actually, when this happened, I was like, I've looked into everything. I just decided, I was like, you know what? I'm going to read the Quran. I'm going to study it. Like how I did with the Bible, I was studying the Bible with a really open mind when I was going back into Christianity and considering it. And I was like, I am just going to be open, and, I was prepared to be wrong. I was prepared to change my opinion, just like how I was with the Bible, but it just wasn't happening. And so then I went on my journey to studying the Quran.
When you invite someone to Islam, begin with your actions. Be honest, kind, and respectful in everything you do. Good character speaks louder than words, and people are naturally drawn to those who treat others well. Your behavior can make them curious about your faith without you saying much. Speak in a simple and friendly way about Islam. Share how it teaches belief in one God, doing good, helping people, and living a clean and meaningful life. Use easy examples from daily life so they can understand better. Avoid arguing or making things complicated. Be patient and never force anyone. Everyone takes their own time to understand and accept something new. If they ask questions, answer calmly and respectfully. Even if they do not accept right away, your kindness may stay in their heart. Remember that Allah rewards every sincere effort. Being kind, truthful, and a good example is already a form of sharing the message. Even a small effort can lead to something big in the future. So stay sincere and consistent.
لبيك اللهم لبيك لبيك لا شريك لك لبيك إن الحمد والنعمة لك والملك لا شريك لك لبيك اللهم لبيك لبيك لا شريك لك لبيك إن الحمد والنعمة لك والملك لا شريك لك لبيك اللهم لبيك لبيك لا شريك لك لبيك إن الحمد والنعمة لك والملك لا شريك لك لبيك اللهم لبيك لبيك لا شريك لك لبيك إن الحمد والنعمة لك والملك لا شريك لك لبيك اللهم لبيك لبيك لا شريك لك لبيك إن الحمد والنعمة لك والملك لا شريك لك لبيك اللهم لبيك لبيك لا شريك لك لبيك إن الحمد والنعمة لك والملك لا شريك لك لبيك اللهم لبيك لبيك لا شريك لك لبيك إن الحمد والنعمة لك والملك لا شريك لك لبيك اللهم لبيك لبيك لا شريك لك لبيك إن الحمد والنعمة لك والملك لا شريك لك لبيك اللهم لبيك لبيك لا شريك لك لبيك إن الحمد والنعمة لك والملك لا شريك لك لبيك اللهم لبيك لبيك لا شريك لك لبيك إن الحمد والنعمة لك والملك لا شريك لك لبيك اللهم لبيك لبيك لا شريك لك لبيك إن الحمد والنعمة لك والملك لا شريك لك لبيك اللهم لبيك لبيك لا شريك لك لبيك إن الحمد والنعمة لك والملك لا شريك لك